Hey everyone, it's Carolyn, and I wanted to kind of hop on, guys, after I just finished a day at the preschool and show you my newest resource, the happy and sad choices. This is something I've done in my classroom for many years, but I was excited to add this teacher booklet that goes with it, and there's a student booklet that goes that's included as well. So originally I would read a book like No David or Pete the Cat, and it kind of introduces, school to the kids, and we would go over what kind of rules we think we should have in the classroom. But this just really helps the students to have a visual, and there's tons. Now, I wouldn't use all of them right away, but there are tons and tons of choices to choose from. And I always will have more happy choices than sad choices. And I would pick the sad choices throughout the year, that's something that I really wanted to focus on. If I had some students that kept talking over me, that might be something that I would focus on. And you can put it in pocket charts. You could Velcro it. Multiple ways to use those cards. But I have to say my booklet is one of the things that I'm most proud of. I tried to make it as kid-friendly as possible with as many rhyming words and pictures that are relatable. So, when I'm at school, I make choices every day. Sometimes the teacher says it's time to clean up, but I still want to play. And that's something that the kids can relate to, that, you want to continue to work, but, having to change the routine. And it just talks about the choice to make. Do I clean up, or am I still going to have fun? What should I do when it's time for centers to be done? And then there's the happy choice. I try to keep it matching. So I prefer not to use the green and red colors just because I don't want to associate the red being a naughty color. But I do talk about how choices are important and they have either a positive or a negative consequence. And I try to key on the positive in this book. And it just talks about how I follow school rules. It even goes a little bit into when I'm feeling angry, if it's something I really don't want to do. Things like raising our hand and making sure everybody gets to learn. Having it's time to line up, but you want to be the first. And I know how many of the kids want to be the first one in line, even though they have their own individual spots to be on. And it just kind of goes into pushing and keeping our hands to ourselves. And then what choice can I make? Can you fix my mistake? And it kind of talks about like our happy and sad, and it gives you a platform to be able to have the kids and to really discuss happy and sad choices. And so it's like, oh, let's try another one. And then it's recess time. It talks about being safe and about running up the slide. And then the teacher talks about how it's not safe. Please come sit down. And then she feels really sad. And then she says, I wasn't on the slide. And talks a little bit about lying. And then it goes, well, let's think of a better choice. Let's make it happy. And we talk about that each one has a consequence. It's either happy or sad, and that it's your choice to make. So it really explains how the kids are the ones that are responsible for their own choices. And it talks about stopping, thinking about their choice, and then would my teacher approve? And this one does have a female teacher, but I did include a male teacher in this booklet as well. And there's a timer, and I talk about how you give yourself a little break. And even I try to include like a place, like a calming cube or a calming corner, a cool down area, whatever you want to call it. I tried to leave it generic so that It's just a platform for you to be able to talk about and how you use your cool down strategies and how we would just want to make happy choices every day. So stop and think before you act. There is a better way. I hope you're as excited as I am about this booklet and all the different choices that are included. Tons and tons of choices to choose from. And then there's a black and white booklet that's included that you can print and staple for your students so that you have your choices you can hang up, you have your booklet that you get to read, and then you also have a student booklet. All right, guys, thanks for popping in. I hope you're getting everything that you wanted on the Teachers Pay Teachers sale. Take care, guys. Bye.